One team remembers it well. While 11 others say that was last year. The 2012 season is here. Are you ready? The PCFL show is brought to you in part by MD Concepts. For all your design needs, call 916-747-9255. Also by HostedSports.com, the only one-stop place for all sports on the web. Be sure to like the PCFL Facebook page and PCFL show links and share those links so we can get more friends, family, and fans involved with their local teams. Also check out the PCFL Media channel on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/PCFL Media. Welcome to the 2012 PCFL Kickoff episode. In this episode, we'll have two of our 3 quick question segments and a preview of the Week 1 games with a few sound bites thrown in. There have been many changes within the league this past year, and we'll try and address some of that in both this week's and next week's episodes. Next week, we'll let you ask the 3 quick questions, so email your questions to pcflmedia@gmail.com. Let's get this week started with 3 quick questions with Commissioner Ken Curry. Ken, there were a lot of organizational changes this year, including adding a code of conduct. What's the PCFL trying to do?
The owners hope to accomplish a clean, family-friendly environment. The code of conduct clearly states what we expect from the players on and off the field.
Would you say it was a great offseason for the league? And what can you say about the new teams that have been added?
This was a great offseason for the PCFL. We were able to acquire many teams that share the same philosophy. And that philosophy is simple. Do things the right way and run a clean program. Some of the stuff that we look for in new teams is how you run your team, how your players react, and what you do in the community.
Okay, it seems there's a good foundation for growth. What's the direction of the league?
Next season, we will be adding some teams, more than likely. But we want the right owner, the right team that truly cares about the league. We want someone that wants to build with us and be in this for the long haul.
Thanks, Ken. The PCFL would like to welcome all of the new teams to the league this year. We can honestly say we feel we have one of the best groups of owners of any minor league in the country. One of those owners that was added was Kurt Zubler of the Southbay Stallions when they merged with the Silicon Valley Hawks. Let's do 3 quick questions with Coach Zubler. Coach, how's the merger working out?
I think that the merger has worked out very well. I think that we both had things that we brought to the table that the other team didn't. I think the merger has turned out to be a situation where 2 pretty good teams are getting together and actually coming up with something better.
How do you feel about the team heading into the first game?
Well, I think it's going to be a tough game. Last year, I believe the War Angels were the league champs. So we know we've got our work cut out for us. Being it's the first game of the year, not a lot of intelligence to go on from last year. It's not a team that we played, so this is a new one for me.
Do you have any concerns or things to look out for?
The biggest things we've got to face and challenges this year is the schedule we've got. We've got a schedule that has some really good teams. First 3-4 games, that's very good teams right out of the blocks, and we're going to have to perform early to be able to be competitive in the league and make the playoffs.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck with your season, and welcome to the PCFL. We'd also like to wish everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day as the season kicks off this Saturday, March 17th. For those traveling up to Reading, after the game, go visit our friends down at Shameless O'Leary's Irish Pub located in downtown Reading. Green beer will be served all day, and there will be rotating drink specials from Jameson, Bailey's, and Bud Light.
You are watching the PCFL show with your host, Angry Mike.
Now let's get to the previews. Being the defending champions automatically puts a target on your back week in and week out. Coach Will Shields said the War Angels have geared up for the 2012 season with a new look, new goals, and a new team, but the same championship philosophy. Champions don't talk, they perform. Let's see what a couple of the Stallions think about their team.
This year, I think we got the team, the players, the capability to win a championship.
Solid defense, lots of shutouts, and championship. What more you want? For me, this is going to be my last season, so I'm putting it all in.
The Southbay Stallions take on the Richmond War Angels at Pinole Valley High School, 6 o'clock kickoff. The Stockton Hurricanes finished their 2011 season with an 11-1 record. They whip into the PCFL ready to storm their way to a PCFL championship. The Golden State Giants are looking to bounce back and stand tall for 2012. Their goal? To be giants among the men of the PCFL and win that ring. So far, they've had a quiet but productive preseason and quite possibly could sneak up on a few people. This Saturday, the Hurricanes take on the Giants in San Francisco, 1 o'clock kickoff, sponsored by Beefy & Company. Designer art toys, apparel, and art. Go to beefyco.com for more info. The Alameda Knights finished last season with an 8-3 record, falling one game short of the championship game. For 2012, they've merged with the NorCal Lawmen and formed the new NorCal Knights football team. Can they pick up where they left off, or will it take time to gel? They'll be taking on the Central Coast Barnstormers, who fly into the PCFL looking to strafe old foes and buzz their way to a championship. They've been confident but classy, as the only quote I could get out of co-owner Joffrey Longoria was, "The Barnstormers are looking forward to a competitive season in the PCFL." The Barnstormers take on the Knights, 1 o'clock at Castlemont High School, sponsored by Shop Smart Insurance Services. Call for a free quote today. The Reading Heat finished 9-1 in the regular season and 11-2 overall. While they may not have achieved all of their goals for 2011, they are primed for success in 2012. The return of Steve Valier should help balance out their offense, while their defense is expected to remain strong. Here's Fury owner Charlie Ruiz with his thoughts on his team.
I would say probably about half the roster are former Fury players from the past. I look forward to the competition. It's going to definitely be a battle, but I'm real confident that the Fury will be there in the end.
The Fury return to take on the Heat this Saturday at Shasta College, sponsored by Bud Light. Drink responsibly. The East Bay Outlaws picked up a lot of new faces for 2012. Will that translate into immediate improvement on the field, or will it take a little bit of time to get things rolling? The West Valley Wolves are new to the PCFL this year. New head coach Ira Ayers has his pack ready to hunt fresh prey. The Outlaws take on the Wolves, 6 o'clock kickoff at Merrill West High School. Sponsored by Prime Health and Nutrition of Tracy, your complete source for vitamins and supplements. Go to primehealthandnutrition.com. It would be easy to call this a rematch of the 2010 championship game, but both teams have gone through some changes since then. The Bears finished 9-2 in league games last year and are looking to go on the prowl for another PCFL championship in 2012. The Solano Chiefs also have a lot of new faces this year. On that is longtime veteran and player coach Chris Butler.
The new guys and the returners coming together, I think we'll gel just fine. Get some chemistry going down. Be ready for week 1 against the Bears. They're going to come out tough and we'll be just fine.
The Solano Chiefs take on the Roseville Bears this Saturday at Monterey Trail High School in Elk Grove, sponsored by the Onyx Club of Roseville.
You're watching the PCFL show.
Before we go, just wanted to let you guys know one of the PCFL's own, Kevin Pringle, is a finalist in the Lucky Break contest for 95.7 The Game. Be sure to listen the next 3 weeks, Wednesdays at 7 p.m., and vote and show our support. Go to 957thegame.com for more info, and don't forget to share our show links on Facebook. I'm your host, Angry Mike, and I'll see you next time.